Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. And in this video we're going to be discussing the snowstorm that's going to be going on from about midnight until 7 a.m. in the morning. Heavy snow will accumulate 4 to 6 inches probably. I'd say northern New Jersey, you gotta miss a little bit. I'd say northern New Jersey gets 1 to 2 inches. For like New York City area, maybe a little bit down south gets 2 to 4. And the bullseye's Middlesex, like a quarter from Philadelphia across, and Middlesex across. I think somewhere right here, you'll see 4 to 6 inch plus amounts. So definitely a snow day. Yeah, it's amazing, man. I mean, we're getting back-to-back snowstorms. And honestly, the temperatures, they're not gonna support, I mean, yes, it will be melting a little bit once you get to, Thursday of next week. But, I mean, this could easily change for a snowstorm. So we'll have to watch next Friday for something. If it changes to a snowstorm, we're gonna have another cool down and another very nice snow day weekend. So we're gonna have to watch. But for now, let's focus on our little snowstorm right here. So snow is starting to fill in slowly from west to east. Winter weather advisories have been expanded for all of New Jersey. 2 to 4 inches plus amounts. Yeah. The heck? Okay, yeah. Snow expected, total snow accumulations of 2 to 4 inches, locally up to 5 plus inches. Portion of central Delaware, northeast Maryland, and southern New Jersey. And winter weather advisory all the way until 2 to 4 inch plus amounts for Middlesex, Monmouth, Ocean County, stuff like that. And snow will become heavy late tonight before tapering off early Saturday. And we're going to have to watch for a couple snow squalls tomorrow afternoon. So, pretty exciting weather pattern. Winter storm warning issued for Philly, southern Jersey, southeast Pennsylvania, northern Delaware until 10 a.m. Saturday. Travel could be extremely difficult. Snow may become briefly heavy late before tapering off early Saturday. And snowfall rates could exceed 1 inch an hour, so that's a big deal. But this time around, we're not going to be dealing with these wet, chunky flakes. These, last Wednesday or Tuesday, we saw flakes up to the size of, dimes. And it was something really, it was pretty chunky. I'm not going to say that it was up to the size of dimes, but it was very, big. Very big and wet. But it's still accumulated a lot. So let's get right into the nitty-gritty details. AccuWeather, same idea. Snow is gonna start very soon. It's gonna get heavier overnight. But you see the snow is holding off, which is an interesting thing that I'm seeing. That both of the radars are having trouble picking up on the snow. This one picks up more aggressively than, for instance, this one. So that's quite interesting. But let's get right into it, Okay, so we'll start off right with the GFS. Zoom into the northeastern U.S. Alright. And, we start off with light snow. And, look at this band down to the south. It's really being heavy snow. So, northeastern Maryland, a little bit of Virginia, New Jersey getting on the action. And notice to the north, there's not much. There's just some light snow, maybe. Now this becomes interesting. Once this becomes off the coast, this becomes a low pressure instead of a clipper system. So it's gonna strengthen a little bit. Heavy snow to central Jersey, southern Jersey getting hammered. Cape May County, man, they're gonna get the heaviest. But it's not like 2 to 3 inch snowfall hour rates like on Tuesday. Like, that was some crazy dynamics in play. But we didn't really see 2 to 3 inches right here. But we did see 2 inches an hour in, like, for instance, New York City. And it was a little bit further up north, not here. But there was definitely some intense snow on last Tuesday, so just wanted to mention that. We got a little further out, 998 off the Jersey coast. There's still some snow, and these are the snow squalls we might have to worry a little bit about on Saturday afternoon. They keep rushing in. I mean, they stick around for pretty much the whole day. The snow can become really heavy at times with these snow squalls passing through. It's gonna be quite interesting to see. But send me pictures if you guys can of like some snow squall like time lapse, because those are very cool. Because like it's like sunny and then oh wow, there's like a really black dark cloud all of a sudden. Yeah, those type of setups are really cool. I haven't seen one of those snow squalls in a while. So if you guys can, maybe like take a look. And then after Saturday, it really starts to wind down. Lake effect up north, and it's pretty much quiet. High pressure is right here, so it dominates. In terms of snowfall, we can look at the 10-to-1 ratio now, because this is all fluffy snow. This isn't heavy, wet, compactful snow. This is all like fluffy snow. And I mean, the GFS wanted to put everything in the south. I mean, look at this. You got a good band, or even a straight line of 5 to 6 inches, and it makes it up pretty far north. I mean, like Pennsylvania cuts through right to the middle of Pennsylvania, cuts right through Trenton. 5.3 inches in Trenton, like 5 inches in this area, Middlesex, 5 inches for Belmar, yeah, and we probably see like 3 inches for Tom's River, and we still see almost half a foot for ACY. Southern Jersey, Salem, 6 inches. And then up north, it really just cuts off 2 to 3 inches. I'm not expecting New York City to get half a foot. No. This is going to be more of a southern setup, but there could be a heavy band setting up in central Jersey. I would not be surprised by these contours, so just don't be surprised. And this all might not be from this, like, snowstorm. There might be some snow squalls that add on to that. So, I mean, yeah, we still have a lot to get through, you know. And I mean, after this snowstorm, it does quiet down for a time, but honestly, we're not done with winter yet, guys, because once we get to March 3rd, for instance, there's still lots of snow to come. So, just don't let your guard down yet for snow, because we still have lots of chances until early March when that warm up happens. Euro, the euro is trending a lot lighter. Yes, it is trending a lot lighter. Barely 2 inches for Sussex, 2 inches in Morristown, 3 inches in Flemington, 3 inches in Middlesex, more like a 2.8. New York City, 2 inches. Long Island, 2 to 3 inches. And most of Jersey is honestly 2 to 3 inches. And there's like not much snow with this at all. Only exception is when you go down more southwest, you start to get 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6-inch readings. But honestly, there's not much to there's not much snow on the Euro. But it's still something, I'll tell you. And we go even to the beloved HRR. I mean, this still puts a very... You know what interesting feature I see? This isn't all like... There's like sections of New Jersey that get hammered. Like, even in central Jersey, it likes the idea of that band of snow setting up. And then right here, like near Philly, it's like 2 inches. So, is that gonna happen? Because like every single model sees it. And even the NAM. Like, every single model sees this. Like, there's a lot of snow up north and south, but there's this one shallow area, and it's pretty shallow, and there's way less snow than forecasted. It's like 2 inches instead. But up north is 4 or 5, or south is 4 or 5. So this is really interesting, you know, to see this. So we're going to need to see how it plays out, because all the models show this, except the GFS, because the GFS is a little bullish on everything. But you see, man, I mean, central Jersey gets hammered with the snow, southern Jersey also, but you have this narrow hole where it just doesn't want to precipitate much. And this is what we're going to have to look for tomorrow. What does these snow totals do? I don't know if it's a glitch, but it might be that, you know, I keep looking at these, like, model, like, refresh updates, and I mean, you can see that there was a lot of struggle. I mean, even when the snow was coming, there's a lot of struggle with rain in Philadelphia. And this is mostly rain. It's not really snow. It's just reflecting off that. But, I mean, look, you see in Philadelphia, there's, like, a problem. Like, we're gonna see if... I mean, it is gonna cool down, but it is gonna cut down on the snow total. Look at this. Like, near the coast, it's rain. It's very hard for it to be snow. This is quite interesting, I'll tell you that. So, that's enough of that. Yeah. Let's look at our wins for this event. And it honestly could be, quite strong, you know? So this is the wind, Saturday. Saturday is not really, like, much wind. It's really, like, pretty light and variable. But this doesn't, like, count for, like, the US. Like, it only counts for, like, the shore. You see these colors. But if you see these colors, that means you indicate that there's a lot of wind energy with this storm. And, I mean, once you get to Sunday, we're going to have sustained winds of 20 to 30 miles an hour, and gusts could reach to 40 to 50. So there might be some power outages we might have to deal with on Sunday. I mean, look at this. There's 27 knot-mile-an-hour winds howling off the New Jersey coast. And this isn't wind gusts. This is sustained wind. So sustained wind could be up to 33 miles an hour off the New Jersey coast. And I mean, we get to, like, not even Sunday. And, oh, man. becomes gusty. Very gusty winds. There could be some power outages with this. Blowing snow, definitely. I mean, it is going to be very windy. These winds will definitely kick up a lot. Until Sunday evening, these winds don't calm down. They're still howling. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yup. There isn't really much to talk about severe weather, so I won't even get into that. So now let's look at our dear friend Tropical Tidbits, and we're gonna look at the dynamics with this. I bet you guys there won't be much with this. I mean, oh yeah, this was from, I mean, the dynamics with the last 2 days storm were just crazy, man. But that ain't it anymore, so we're long gone from that. So the GFS with this, yes, there's very heavy snow coming, 4 to 5 inches, and honestly after that, it calms down. High pressure builds, and then we're gonna have to see what this does, cause it does some insane stuff. So it's a 994. Wait, let's see the evolution. So it's like a 999 off the Oklahoma border into Arkansas and Missouri, spreading widespread rain all over the eastern U.S. And then it strengthens a bit off of Tennessee as a 999, Arkansas and all the states around it. Very widespread precipitation, and I mean, once we get to, let's say, Friday, February 23rd, it pictures rain, and quite heavy, and we might be looking at another, case where it's not that it is a nor'easter, but we could be looking at these damaging winds again. We're gonna have to watch this, because if this trucks a little inland, because typically off of low pressure, the worst winds are located to the east of it. If this goes up to Pennsylvania, for instance, we're going to be looking at damaging winds, man. I mean, yeah. Oh, my bad. Oh, my God. But we're going to have to watch. If it shows this strong of a low pressure right now, I mean, man, 988, 982... and it just continues to bomb off to a 977. So it's something to watch. And then it throws these vigorous snow squalls behind it. And then it's just fantasy land from here. It shows another big storm. And it's just funny how it pictures a 975, a really tight wrapped low in like the Great Lakes, and it throws a heavy band of snow on the backside. And then, oh, look at this, man. This is just crazy, because you have this warm sector of rain, so it'd probably be like 60 degrees in this area, and then probably be 20 degrees in this area. 975. And this gets incredibly strong. And this wants to picture heavy snow in New Jersey after that rain. I don't believe that, man. It's just wild. And then some Northern Peace energy. Okay. Pretty interesting, I'll tell you. The Canadian's a little bit more reasonable, I think. Well, it's also picturing a big storm. So we're going to need to watch this, We really do. And after that, it's honestly not that dynamic. Okay. terms of the energy, in terms of the energy, um, yes, you see, there's a lot of energy up in the north. That's wrong because there's gonna be like probably like very little snow in the northeast. It's mainly focused New Jersey south, and you can see that there's not much energy with the storm at all. Not like with the other one, but like after that, it just calms down. It's just like, well, um, actually, no, you do get some energy off, like south of New Jersey. There's some very heavy snow and FGen, and you can see some very heavy snowfall rates. But I mean, anything up to the north of New Jersey, you really don't get any. And then after that, just calms down. There might be some vigorous energy down on Saturday afternoon after that. But I mean, after, it's just, it's just really calm. Yeah, it's just, you know, this weather pattern is a little weird, but and then and then GFS, I mean, it shows like a wild amount of potential convective energy with that very I mean, that could even be like severe weather at this point. I don't even know, but you can see the energy is off the charts right now. And do we believe this? No, not a single bit. But let's take a look at the euro, because I like what the euro shows. It doesn't go far out at all. Okay, so the same idea. Like the energy is south of our area, New Jersey, but still, heavy snowfall can be expected. Central, South New Jersey. I still do think that. And we still could get a lot of accumulation. I'm not saying we can't. And then after that, some vigorous snow squalls might be thrown into the area. And then it just becomes really boring. I'm not gonna lie, it just becomes really boring. So, with that to say, yeah. So with that to say, let's go back to the forecast. I'm gonna take a look at one more thing. Actually, two more things. First, the temperature outlook. Because I do see some very like interesting like patterns I'm seeing, because it could support severe weather outbreaks. So 6 to 10 day, very warm across the central U.S. I'm talking record highs, very warm. And honestly, East Coast below average to near average. Not much to talk there. 8 to 14, still very hot and humid for the whole entire central U.S. Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Iowa, Nebraska, and on to the north. It's just, very warm. Oh, stop losing connection. Yeah. 8 to 14, 6 to 10, day 10 probability of precipitation. Below average. I'll tell you, very below average for the whole entire southeast, south central U.S. and north to central U.S. Dry. That's the story. Because most of the low pressures will be either on the west coast or the east coast, which makes sense because, I mean, very much above average precipitation. California, Sierra Nevadas, Nevada, Oregon, Washington, etc. The whole Northeast is above average. Okay, and now we see that we see something very interesting because we got the sense that there's below average for the Southeast. And this spells trouble because all the U.S. is above average in precipitation. Okay, now let me tell you something. The outbreak in May, or like even if you take any severe weather outbreaks or events, you always needed a dry line which would fire up these thunderstorms. Now, let me get a little boring with these definitions, but a dry line is basically like very dry air and not like sticky and humid air. And this is the thing that fires off thunderstorms. And in the eastern sector, you got moist, humid air, and the dry line and the moist, humid air, it creates a boundary in the middle, which sets up a perfect example for New Mexico. I think Texas and Oklahoma, Kansas, we're going to have to watch for a potential severe weather outbreak or even tornadoes. Yes, tornado outbreak on the 8 to 14 precipitation probability outlook. Because what I'm seeing right here, it is quite concerning because there's a near average section, all of this, and this tells me that there might be some kind of event going on here, and it's going to be very, we'll get into the specifics, but I have a feeling someone will get a severe weather outbreak in this area. This whole area right here. We're going to have to watch this one. And then, after, it just calms down again. And it just heats up for the whole entire eastern U.S. I mean, what can I tell you? It's just a very weird pattern. I'll tell you that. But, according to the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, winter's gonna end soon in the eastern U.S. I'm gonna tell you that. Because probably on a 2 to 3 week outlook, I'm probably gonna say this whole red area will be over the northeast and eastern U.S. So I don't want to be a snow bummer or anything, because I truly don't want to be. But unfortunately, this pattern does suggest this. Sometimes it is what it is. And you can't stop what Mother Nature wants to do. And then, honestly, after that, I think there will be severe weather potential climbing for the whole entire eastern U.S. and central, and we're gonna have to see what happens. I mean, I expect this year to be one of the busiest severe weather seasons in a while. Not only that last year was a really busy severe weather season, April 1st tornado outbreak in New Jersey. Yeah, we can never forget this event. It really did do some damage here. But, I mean, it's going to be quite the temperature roller coaster over the next few weeks. So with that, I will leave it here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And enjoy the snow tomorrow, because it might not last long. So, yeah. See you guys in the next one.